trying not to get him elected. But now he keeps saying that Obama and all those guys have had these documents and everything. What if these documents got doctored, knowing that he was going to release them? If they got a doctor to say, Comey and them said, okay, if he does get elected, when he gets elected, if he releases these, his name's going to be on them too.
Well, if they figure that out, I would imagine that they'd have the fingerprints on the evidence and they could explain that to the American people. And I would also make the argument that the base doesn't think Trump is implicated in the Epstein files. I don't personally think Trump is implicated in the Epstein files.
I don't either. But Trump is great at his 3D chess, and if he looks back and thinks he got beat by playing that 3D chess and they got him, he would be hesitant on coming out and saying that.
Maybe. Hey, I appreciate the call, Mike. Let's go to Sharon in Murfreesboro. What's up, Sharon?
Hey, Chris. Thanks for taking my call. First, I just want to say that I voted for Trump 3 times. I'm not anti-Trump. I'm very pro-Trump, and he's done so many good things. I mean, he has way more wins than probably any president in my lifetime. So that doesn't mean, that doesn't mean those who criticize him for this situation are against him now. I've heard people saying that this morning, and I just feel like you can't just put everybody in one box, But this is a real mess. I mean, he's really stepped in it with his comments.
Yep.
For instance, when he was talking to, it was a few days ago, his comments, and really just dismissing the whole thing. Like, you really want to, why do people keep, I don't understand why people keep talking about this.
Yep.
Well, I can't believe he doesn't understand. Why does he even say something like that? He's got to be smart enough to know why we're doing that. Because it's not about Epstein, because he keeps making it about Epstein, but it's not about him. It's about all the girls.
Yep.
And I don't. So to say what he said, I don't understand why he keeps moving on from it because of the girls.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's also important to point out there was probably boys as well. I think
I thought that.
But it's like, it's just, no, there's a reason we're not moving on. And we had the last caller, Trent's like, oh, you can't do anything. Nothing's going to change. It's like, you may be right, but that doesn't mean that we should stop screaming from the mountaintop about this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there may be some, kings and royals and, involved. But,
well, I mean, there 100% is Prince Andrew. I mean, that one's been proven.
I'm thinking even more than him, but to the other point, so when they dismiss it though and act like, well, there was nothing there, when he's saying this is just Russia, Russia's a hoax. Well, was it a hoax back when Bondi was in Florida and he was, didn't Epstein have to go to court about all that in Florida years ago?
Yep.
Was it a hoax then?
Is it a hoax now as what's her face? Ghislaine Maxwell is sitting inside
jail?
Prison. Yeah.
And was it a hoax that poor girl, forget her name, killed? She
Virginia Giuffre. Yeah, she said I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not suicidal, and then she killed herself.
And then well.
Yeah. She landed herself a coincidence there. Hey, Sharon, I appreciate the call as always. It's 11:53. This is Super Talk 99.7 WTN.
Na 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 na.
11:58, Super Talk 99.7 WTN. My name is Chris Hand. Show's brought to you by Better Water LLC. Bet you can't guess what me and Chad were talking about off air.
That's right, Snoopy. Phenomenal. Snoop Dogg.
It's one of the best.
He is. It's from Strong Beach.
Out of all the Peanuts characters.
He is. Did you see that your producer, Mason's got a Snoopy on his leg?
Does he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of Star Wars.
A lot of random. Yeah, a lot of Star Wars.
A lot of Star Wars.
A lot of Star Wars. I've noticed that.
I wanted to have a talk with him about it, but I realized that they were all there. It's permanent.
It is.
It's probably not the best route.
For now. Permanent for now. They've got new stuff coming out.
What do you think about everything going on this morning?
Don't protest too much is kind of what I think. There's his first mistake last Tuesday and the way he acted in that roundabout question thing.
Where he kind of like interrupted Pam Bondi.
His biggest mistake so far before this morning was yesterday, bringing up out of nowhere Comey and the deep state and all of this stuff on the tarmac, which nobody was even talking about, and bringing in a whole new level. And then this morning, man, I've heard from a lot of people like, if that's the way you feel, bro, I'll go vote for somebody else. Have fun.
I mean, it's crazy. And then he was asked about it in the Oval Office. He's sitting with the Bahrain Prime Minister, the comment about his supporters, and he essentially just doubles down. He's like, no, I'm really disappointed in a certain group of people because they got duped by the Democrats. This is, of course, the computer's being
glitchy. He's like, this is not it. These people are silly and stupid. The hoax. What hoax, dude? Your son.
When you were talking about the Epstein issue, does that mean that you're effectively disowning any supporters who are now
I lost a lot of faith in certain people, I lost. Because they got duped by the Democrats. The Democrats are good for nothing.
Got duped by the Democrats.
No.
I just don't believe it.
I don't. And if that's the way you really feel, knock yourself out, man. But I have news for you. You push this. You had a lot of people talk about this. Your son, I've seen tons of tweets and texts and all kinds of stuff from people in your sphere. And if you really think that everybody was duped by the Democrats, well, that means you were lying about it the whole time just to get elected. Nice try.
It's a crazy angle to take. Yeah. It's crazy.
No, this is not going away.
And it's an unforced error.
Absolutely.
They didn't have to do any of this.
No.
Had they never brought it up, had they never released the binders, we wouldn't be talking about this today.
Well, I think people would be asking some questions, but not to this extent.
No, we'd be giving them the time to operate and do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
But they brought this out.
And it's blown up in their face.
And now they're blaming the left?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's wild, man. Chad's in next. It's 12:01. This is Super Talk 99.7 WTN.